Oh, here goes another one for the dark. And I don't mean that as a, as a dark thing. I guess dark can be considered many different things, right? I mean, yeah, since it's dark, I don't think you can really see me. Anyway, I had just gotten my butt reamed for being me again. Like I am some kind of evil, wicked, mean, and nasty individual. Boy, I'm so stoked about that. Now, this person has known me over 2 years. You would think that he kind of like understood who and what I am and what it stood for. But when this egotistical, self-centered individual decides to constantly have a battle about I need to get proof, I go to give proof, and of course this is me not even bringing up the subject. He brings it up so it could be a fight because he wants to fight. And I'm like, I'm over fighting. I'm trying to clarify, classify, and define how to see what is going wrong and how maybe we can change these things, okay? Oh, I'm a conspiracist. I just follow the thing and believe everything everybody says. No, I don't. How can that idiot step into my mind and tell me how the hell I feel? Or why the way I feel the way I do? Maybe some orange lights would be cool for you. There you go. Some orange lights. There we go. Have a little decoration. Here, join me. I really don't get it. I don't get how people actually have the balls to go and define and to tell me what is right and what is wrong. I don't go telling people what is right and what is wrong. I mean, if they ask me, like a reading of astrology or tarot or whatever, if they ask me a question, I will answer it to the best of my ability. But, why are people in so much fear that people who tell things or know things or can give the information of these things that are going on as conspiracists? Well, if I have to be the light bearer, I guess that makes me a conspiracist, right? Why do you fall for these tactics? They're just using you. No, I don't think so. I really do like to have 3 different accounts. And then if somebody says something that's against what I'm believing, that's fine too, because then I learned something. Okay, I either learned that I'm too stuck in my ways, which I'm normally not, because I like things of truth and light. I have felt this way since a child. I have known and understood that this is different than the way we were intended to be here to have and do. Not to fall to government ideologies of stuff that is denying us our civil liberties of life. Oh yeah, go ahead, pollute the water, it don't matter, ha ha ha. We're living in an illusionary world, so why should it matter? Ha ha ha. Well, my spirit gets a little pissed off about that because nobody wants to believe that our Earth, our planet that we are on, is not alive, and that she does not have an ideology of or reaction to how we're treating her. Why? I didn't give up my power to not say stop. Gosh, I mean, when I have to exist with so many sheeple, oh my gosh, I didn't even really want to recognize that as a true being and word. How can the adulteration keep going, and the rape, and the other things of disrespect, And then somebody coming into my space and disrespecting me because of his fear, because I just might be correct, and then ask me a question, and I start pulling out information that gives the truth behind the question of the facts that they wanted. Well, here I am, I'm talking cryptic. Here I am, it's just showing more and more somebody else's opinion. Well, it's scientific, it's metaphysic, and it is happening. Okay, I've been fighting and trying to get people out there to see that the more we diss the flippin' planet, the more sicker we're gonna be. I know what the standings are out there. Illness, obesity, power plays. Who's in the prisons? The non-violent flippin' laws of man that have been broken. Not the God's laws, when you can partake, or when you try to bring up like the Snowden thing. Man, I see him as a false flag, but I also see him as a start that people need to know. We are all being bamboozled by the other side of the screen, you know, and you have to pick and choose wisely. You have to. If I didn't know this in my heart and soul, that I was to be a help and a messenger in this occurrence called life, well then I wouldn't be who I am. But don't you dare come into my house, into my room, and tell me I am wrong, and that I am just a conspiracist. I am just against everything. The man has no clue after 2 flipping years of really what's in my heart in that, because this person has his own agenda. He doesn't care about anybody else's around him, only what he feels, only what he sees. You know, that's not correct. That's not how we do it. Oh, you just think about this shit all day. You just make more and more up to make a conspiracy. Now, this is a person who sees me for like 2 hours a week, who thinks he knows who the hell I am, you know? And then it's not just him. They all just want to jump to conclusions and assume that they have a fucking clue. I mean, I am just amazed at people, you know? Oh. But here I am, being wrong once again for being who I am. Well, that just makes my whole time of existence a joy now, don't it? Where do people get off? They can get off. The other ones who believe that, you know, if a friend is a friend, you don't downplay, beat into them, override them, accuse them, and then flip and say, ha ha ha. You don't do that. You don't do that to a child. You don't do that to another adult. You don't do that to somebody who's a friend. Unless you're out to pick fights. Unless you're out to control, dominate, and have a power play. You know? It's not like I can get out and see these people or anybody else. I have no wheels. And I don't have anybody who says, pick up. Hey, let me come pick you up and let's go do something. I don't have any of that in my existence, because maybe people are more afraid that who I am is the truth of the light. My light, at least. So don't you dare, ever, come to me and tell me that I am wrong, I am mistaken. You know, you walk, you know, one person's lie is another person's honey, you know? And tell you what, I guess I walk a couple different sides than most people do, but you don't disgrace another individual because they are not 100% like you imagine them they should be, or that they are. And then he had the balls to say, when did you pay taxes last? And then I said, well, I guess when I shop and do things like that, I'm paying taxes. But since I'm unemployed, I will not scrounge up, follow the rules of man to pay the queen so she can keep the wars and the fear and the hate going. So you know what? Even if I had it to pay it, I'm telling them, fuck off. I'm not going to feed the beast anymore. I am not going to play to somebody else's ideas of how my life is supposed to be. When did Creator get kicked out of all this? The real truth behind the essence of why we are here on this planet. And then, I really don't want to feel this energy of hate come through me. But when stupidity and ideology of $1, of a paper item, is more important than respect, compassion, and trying to get I don't want to say understanding, because, words have power, words create, and I want to stand under nobody, and I don't want to stand above anybody. Can't we all just get along? And if like attracts like, tell you what, I ain't like this bullshit. I don't go downplaying and accosting other people and put a chip on my shoulder to get knocked off. Oh my flippin' gosh. Oh. I seriously don't get it. I seriously don't understand this to that point of degree, that this dimension is that diluted. But I guess I got evidence of it. I got evidence of it. Having the balls to come here. Oh, can I come over? Yeah, sure, come on over. Wow, that, it's only his life that matters, and the way he thinks that matters. Whoops. And the way for, what only counts in his mind matters. Well, how do we have an existence of a community for that kind of shit, huh? There ain't no way. Oh, but it's all up to, what is the issue with him having to go through things? Doesn't matter what's really going on. Talk about a self-imposed individual to the point of where they can't even see anybody else because they always are in their own limelight. Yeah. Doesn't matter that those actions that he carries have reactions, because he denies them, because the reactions could be a conspiracy. What the hell kind of bullshit is that? Oh my gosh. But no, you don't want to see or hear or get the drift, but you want to poke enough to say that it's wrong? Well, how can you do that? How can you actually have the balls to go out and tell somebody else that they're wrong unless you have the proof? But instead, when I can hand him the proof, I can give him the vital information to at least give my opinion on it, which is not a conspiracy, okay? I'm not trying to con anybody. If I could spell the rest of the word, I would figure the rest of that out. But I'm not into mind puzzles right now, man. It's just been one heck of a flippin' ride. Well, I'm getting off. I got off. I am not going to be here as somebody's floor mat. I'm not somebody's bitch. I am not even a bitch until you kind of attack me. And then, you feel like you're a victim. And I will say it. The Course in Miracles is a lie, people. Enjoy your lie. There are some little truths in it, like everything else, just like the Bible, just like the Bhagavad Gita. Go to war, kill your brother, our God says it's so. Well, their God was a big bad ego who decided to, let's keep messing up the reality that, we don't believe, we're invincible. Because our God says so. No, the universe is a little bigger than your little God, who just wants to have a power play and manipulation behind your senses of being that might makes right. Power play, it's me, not we. So, when the ideology and the truth of all this comes out, I'm going to say, I forgive you. I do. Doesn't mean I'm going to calm down during all the essence of trying to get rid of the bullshit that just got thrown all over me. No. And when the messages are getting bigger, deeper, and more profound, they're going to be stuck in their mud puddle, playing and throwing dirt at the ones above them. And I don't mean it as a standing, as in wealth, worth, or anything of that nature. There are different levels of every conscious set of being. We are not all created equal, but we are all equal. So if people gotta start doing that defining and creating an issue of malfunction, more power to their own delusion, because I'm getting off these rides. If people don't have respect, compassion, and conscious set to be their talk and talk their walk, well, I'm going to tell you what, I am, and I will, and I'm gonna, and no matter what, no matter who, no matter how. So when my existence is basically wrong for me because other people don't get it, well, hey, here's a lollipop and enjoy your day. Go on your way now. Because I'm not going to stay in this karmic recycle bullshit, even though I do get the drift, okay? I remember my past lives. I know who I am. And I will be assaulted if you come in with a stick and start hitting on me. I will stand up for myself and my being and my right of being. People better watch out. I don't want the scorpion out. I was trying to keep the eagle in my Scorpio for the freedom of the power of the life in this light, so we all may ascend, not descend. So don't come over here and try to descend me or disseminate me or tell me I'm wrong. Any aspect of me being wrong is by somebody else's opinion, because I don't choose if it's right or wrong. I take the facts of the knowledge behind the issue and utilize that information to the best of my conscious ability. If that's too dang much for people to handle or to consciously compute, not my fault, not my mission to give a flying leap anymore. At all. At all. Can you see me? There's no light. There's no light. Oh, just had to. Isn't that cool? I love my own lights. I really do appreciate these little moments, though, because I do get to try to clarify, classify, and uncrypt my communications, because I'm not an easy person to understand or to get the drift about, because I have a different way of communicating than the simple little superficial fucking bullshit that's out there. okay? And I will bow down to nothing. I will kneel to nothing. So if my head gets chopped off because of that, or I get a bullet, or whatever, hey, it is what it is, whatever. And I will not carry the lower levels of consciousness as I go on through this existence of what's left of what has been created and manifested that we must endure in this heavy dimensional realm. It's not like I don't know that there's many other veritable existences on this precipice of the pinnacle of change is, that people can't see or know how to not create this again on any other level of raping and pillaging and killing and destroying and power plays of control, of a denial of love and life, okay? I fight for love and life, if anybody likes that or not. You can keep your eyes closed to it. It doesn't make a difference to me anymore, whatsoever. And if I have to put on heavier armor, I guess I better eat more spinach, because I'm going to need the strength to get through it. And I do believe that we should not carry any single torches or ideas to the point that it gets so out of hand that it becomes a monster. I am not a monster. I know a few cute monsters, though. But I really just need everybody to hear this. Stop the judging of other people's ideas and mannerisms of their existence. How do you become a brotherhood with gloves on? How do you put harmony when you just want disharmony because you're not satisfied that it's not your way? Oh my flipping gosh. Oh. Seriously. Oh my flipping gosh. I have opportunities that I will accept and use to the best of my ability to send out the unconditional love, to define in my own being what respect could be, and to share that, hey, I accept you for who you are until you flip and throw shit bombs at me, because I'm not full of shit, and I don't need your shit. I got shit enough in my own garden, and tell you what, my garden is a clean garden. It is not a dirty power play, manipulation to the point of mothers being harmed. I will not harm my mother. And when we disrespect this whole ecosystem of this planet Earth, and that people are just mind melded, dumb fucked into oblivion of I'm putting my foot down from here on out, and I already am a hermit. I guess I'll become a bigger hermit, because I will not cater or play to a false reality that money rules. Money is the way life only goes on. It's all money, money, money. And fear of others thinking that they don't have to be conscious. They can live in their little fairy tale world, and they can just go ahead and die with the rest of them, or the rest of us, because we're not all going to get out of this alive. So, I think right now my venting has just gone as far as it could. And if I had the will to know, to dare to keep silent, which I do, I am not to be silenced. And I believe everybody has the right to voice their agenda and opinion. But I do not believe that anybody has the right to attack, downgrade, downplay, and assume that that opinion is wrong. There is no wrong. There is no right. But attack is not justified here or clarified. And I'm getting tired of being people's motherfucking attack person. Or person to get attacked. And then in the Course of Miracles, oh, if you feel attacked, then you're a victim, and you're not really a victim. Well, we're here to communicate with each other to get to a higher realm of good reality. So your little Course of Miracles stuff can look at it in the occult way. Okay? We are all as teachers, we are all as students. And if you can compromise on the balance and not having to define the ebb and flow of the work and the play, we'll have a lot better future and a lot happier place for children to grow up. And we just might be in time to change this. Because every spoken word has power. Every spoken thought has power. Every action has power, but it's power within that one, because each one will receive what they put out there, they'll get in return. I just seem to be the one receiver, Okay, I do not believe to be a victim, but I also will not stand and take, or sit and take, or get in the back seat for another human being to disgrace, dishonor, and not be a friend, to just try to get along, even though there's differences, even though there's opinions that might not be exactly the same. But that's what makes life a little more joyous to be around now, don't it? Harm to none, and give thanks. I give thanks for this lesson, of not bowing for the idea that there is something profitable in being someone's footmat. That's it. I will no longer be somebody's footmat. My Scorpio is going to start stinging back. If you cannot ask me a question without wanting the facts behind the answer, then don't come here and talk to me. Don't come here and try to make me out to be something or somebody that you want to have fear of so you can run away and say, oh, I tried, but she created this. No, 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 no. No. Look past your childhood insecurities, people. Question. Quit just going along with the flow, thinking that it's all in somebody else's hands. It's not. It's in our hands right here and now. My rainbow bridge and my swinging stars and my slide of the cloud and Milky Way. You know what, people? I'm going to enjoy my trip. I hope y'all get the clues to figure out how to enjoy yours too. Peace, joy, and love out. Later, bye.